teaching in Dallas in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, we just
Oh,
moved
are you,
this
okay.
My
Oh,
friend
good.
just moved here and he doesn't have any friends.
We're gonna go to the second class in Dallas.
Oh, awesome. Oh my gosh, so cool. So yeah, I know about your clients, and I know that they don't like warmth. So with that, it's really doing a lot of like these techniques with traditional lightener and foil. And that's really the way to go.
If you were to do this technique with foil,
Uh-huh.
I mean, are you still painting it on the same way and then processing between foil? Are you?
No, actually what we would do is, it's a little bit different. I'll show you when I get done with this one section.
So how much would you charge for this?
So this, I mean, since she's never had color before, this would be about $110 for her application, which would, if I'm not teaching, is about 30 minutes. And then her glass would be 35, and then her Olaplex would be 35. And those are all, like, you don't get an option of whether you're getting them. Like, you're just, if this is what you want, if you sit in my chair, this is what you're getting type thing. And so, what was that?
That's
180. So not outrageous. I mean,
And then if you add a cut, you just do.
and then cuts a la carte too. Yeah.
How
My
much?
haircuts are $60. They should be less because I'm not a very good hair cutter. Should be free actually. But yeah, I started out as a color specialist, and then the area that I moved to is not departmentalized. Like you guys probably aren't here, right?
No.
Yeah. So it was hard to find a cutter. I was like, oh, I feel like
The
I'll start
industry is
cutting hair.
changing too, where no one's departmentalizing anymore.
No, everybody's doing everything. For
It's,
sure.
it's like it would have to be such a collaboration. Like, how are you going to cut it so I can lay in my color?
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
They're part departmentalized to keep the clients in the salon. That's the reason why. Because if
Like,
your
it was
color
a fashion
sleeves,
kind
yeah.
of thing,
Well,
like
the
20 years
Europeans
ago.
did,
Yeah.
And now Europe is doing everything, so it's like we're always behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people who have her level of color or darker, but previously colored, will then show you a picture of this beautiful, really light balayage.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, how do you even go from one to the other?
Tell them no.
Yeah. Exactly.
In some cases I do, but
Yeah. Well, it's so hard because, like, typically we're people pleasers. So, like, we want to make our clients happy. So they bring us a picture. We get excited. We're like, oh, we want to do that. I'm going to have you hold your head nice and stiff. Thank you so much. You don't have to follow my... I'll just pull. Don't mind me. So... You know, we get excited, like, we see a picture, we're excited, like, I want to do that for you. And then I have to, like, take a minute and be like, okay, well, this is what your hair really has. Like, we've been doing it dark for how many years? And so once you, like, explain the process to them, I feel like they understand a little bit more.
I feel like I pop their bubble kind of when
Yeah.
I do that.
But
And
then
I'm
I'm like,
sorry.
yeah, I would rather, like, burst their bubble than get that phone call, though.
That's
like,
true.
So, but I always let them know, like, I really, really want to make you happy. I really want to achieve the look that you envision, that you're going for. Like, I tell them, like, I for sure want to make you happy, but I also don't want to compromise the integrity of your hair. I don't want you to call me tomorrow and tell me that you hate it because I didn't get you light enough. Like, all of those things. Just walking them through, like, all the stuff that we are going to have to deal with if they don't like it. So I wound up doing a bigger slant back here just because the way the hair was laying. I just thought it was going to look a little nicer. So I'll show you guys. So just a little wider so she's going to have a little more depth, and then I'll turn her to show you guys how it's all laying. But yeah, for those clients, I will show you on this next full subsection how we do our faux balayage. So it's similar to balayage in the sense that we're saturating mid-shaft to ends, and then we do turn our brush up and start to, like, feather as we get a little higher. But we're using traditional lightener. The clay lighteners the actual lightener itself is stronger than traditional lightener, so you don't really want to use it in a foil like a highlight. Because if it works to its full potential, if you're keeping it from drying out, it's going to work very, very strong, and you'll get a lot of damage. So,
Wait, before you take that down, I just want to get a,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
and this is what now?
So these are slants. So these are just two narrow slants and then one big one right behind it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll show you guys over here.
No, I'm done.
So, if she were previously colored and she's wanting a balayage look, what I would do is take my subsection, and my subsections are pretty big for faux balayage too, and I'm going to do nice, big, deep weaves. So the key is to get them nice and deep with a lot of space in between, so it doesn't wind up looking too kind of blended. And then lightly teasing. And then I'm going to apply my lightener in a foil mid-shaft to ends, and then start to feather my way up as high as I want to go. But what I'm going to do before I fold the foil down is I'm going to drag it. Say I painted to here. I'm going to drag it down about an inch below that, so this process is a little slower. So I'm going to get a nice transition. Does that make sense?
It'll be out of the foil.
So this will be out of the foil. So you'll get that nice smooth transition. And then if they're darker or if it's colored hair, sometimes the last 5 minutes we'll go in with lightener and we'll kind of smooth that stuff out. So with some lightener to kind of give you even more of a blend.
And you do that all over the head, that technique.
Do that whole technique all over. Yeah. And then if they're wanting it even lighter, maybe we'll do just some balayage in between the foils. Just to kind of pop the ends out a little bit.
That were left out.
Yeah, so everything that was left out, like all of this stuff, would then maybe be just some classic balayage on the ends. Just kind of brighten that up, depending on the look they're going for.
And that's something that you would charge more for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one, it's definitely more work, and
Yeah.
and then that one for sure is a gloss afterwards too. So
What price point would you put that at?
usually $150 for full balayage.
And then the 35 for gloss.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we do gloss with a, we like to use an opaque gloss in through here to kind of blend this out a little bit more, mute it down, and then a translucent gloss in through here to give it like a good amount of shine and, again, not cover up what we just did.
So when you use the opaque gloss, what product do you use?
We use Jacqueline color. It's like a basic color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk to you about Jacqueline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I message you about it, or did you?
No, it's just like
okay.
see everybody talking
Yeah.
about it, and it's kind of interested in it.
No, I love it. I love the whole idea of it. I know him. I really like him, so I'm all about it. So this is going to be another slant. You don't really need to bricklay your slants just because your high points are so fine and because my subsections are so big. If you were doing closer subsections, you might want to just kind of get them off center. Can you see? Okay. Alright. So again, this is going to be, I'm not going to go 90 degrees with this, it's just kind of straight out from the head. So pinching my section together, good tension. I mean, you can definitely like feel me pulling, right? Just to make sure to really control that hair. And then I'm going to apply, can I get a damp towel, Linz, whenever you get in a second? Mid shaft, again, it's the most forgiving, so I want to get that, all that lightener on there. And then I'm never going straight from here up to the scalp. I'm always working my way slowly up to my slant.
Have you used that new brush that's like stiff bristles on the one side and then like really soft feathery bristles on the other?
No, we have it somewhere. I don't know. We have one, but I don't know what happened to it. But I really want to try it. Yeah, it's like by Cricut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, it looked pretty cool. I don't even. Lindsay, where did that brush go?
Which one? The one that.
From Nashville that Lisa brought
Yeah,
us.
this one.
They are.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try them this week. You know, we get into like our favorites, and then I forget. Oh yeah, we have other stuff we should try. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Yeah.